I'm going to take a moment to kind of get the energy flowing. I invite you as well to take a moment to open yourself to receiving. And the way you can do that is by one, consenting. So if you would like to receive this energy healing, you can nod your head yes or say, I accept, or anything else you enjoy doing. Do a little dance. And then also, maybe take a couple breaths. I invite you to drop down from your head space, down into your heart, into your body. You don't just receive from your heart, you receive from your whole being, which includes your mind, but you know, we get a lot of energy stuck there most of the day. So this is just an invitation. And always for your highest good, directed by your higher self, and the good of all. Did you know you are connected to everyone and everything? As you heal and as you grow, you're literally blessing, thank you, wonderful, the entire universe. You are truly a blessing. Yeah, so, especially with people pleasing and patterns of self-abandonment, we can kind of leave our energy in different places. So let me just begin to collect back this energy, draw it back to you. You may notice your mind is kind of like in other people's worlds, trying to figure out what they're thinking of you. So let's just draw all of that back. So you can have your energy centered in yourself, which, despite the phrase self-centeredness, is not a bad thing. You actually need to have your energy centered in yourself. That's what you came here to be. You came here to be you. The universe made no mistake. You actually are here to be you. Not everyone else's projections and expectations. Not a doormat that other people can walk upon. Not someone who never rocks the boat. You came here to be you. Sometimes I feel like this Reiki energy is a little fiery. Might be a bit of shamanic energy happening. We shall see. You're the fire. Exactly. Thomas bringing it in the house today. If you notice heat rising in your body, it's totally perfect. If you notice nothing at all, that's totally perfect as well. Sometimes people receive in different, well, always people receive in different ways. Some people feel it somatically, as in their body. Some people don't. Some people are very relaxed. Yes, awesome. Some people feel it or experience it in their minds and they feel more clear in their mental space. Some people feel it more energetically, and that can be very subtle, right? It can just be this like sense of silence sometimes when we draw ourselves back from putting our energy into everybody else's worlds, trying to control what they think of us. Trying to avoid conflict. Awesome. Warmth in the arms. And that can be interesting too. Sometimes that can symbolize the sense of like capacity, right? Maybe your own healing ability. Our arms can like represent our ability to create and make things happen. Ooh, yeah. Maybe also, you're welcome. I'm noticing too, as we draw this energy back, you may have memories or thoughts come to mind, and that's totally perfect as well. I've been having a crazy experience lately of just all these memories, just like random ones. I used to think I couldn't ever just remember my past and that was okay with me, but then also it's just all like coming back, which is an interesting thing because with your nervous system, it can mean that you're ready to process, right? And I want to describe what processing means on the nervous system level, like processing an emotion. This might be a strange example, but I kind of think about it like when you're ill or you're sick in your body, right? You might have this sensation that you need to like throw up. And sometimes we fight our emotions because we feel like we shouldn't cry or something like that. But that doesn't make sense because it's just letting it out. That's what processing means. It's almost like when your body throws up when you're sick. Not that the emotions are bad or some sort of sickness. That's just one example that kind of describes what it means. Your emotions are beautiful, an amazing part of you as a human being. But I brought up memories because I just caught this sort of vision of like a young child feeling like alone. Something like that. I talked too long. It'll come back if it's meant to. And so why I say that is especially because we're working with people pleasing and self-abandonment. This pattern of self-abandonment in our life can come from our original experiences of being abandoned. And that's a really tender, that's a really tender place to work with. That's a really tender space to be in. So if any of that comes up, that's totally okay. You don't have to do anything with it. You can just basically let it be present because it's here with us. As I move through this energy healing, you're not holding it alone. I am here with you, but also the entire universe is here with you. You have many spirit helpers, often called spirit guides, but Thank you for sharing, Marina. I may do another series on like physical Reiki for like our bodies. Oh yeah, what was I saying? Spirit guides. I like to say like spirit helpers, because you're welcome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for showing up as your whole self. Because I swear I'll finish that sentence. Because they're here to assist you as a sovereign being, right? Like, you're the one that chooses what you want to do here in this life. You're the one who's here to like express the beauty of you, and they want to help you do that. Not to tell you what you're supposed to be doing. They're here to assist what you would like to be doing, what your heart knows, what your soul longs for. Yeah, it's just releasing out of your body. That's perfect. Today was a little bit of an odd day for my body. I woke up and was just like exhausted until like an hour ago. And you know what I did? I just let myself rest. I gave myself what I needed. I didn't make it wrong. And my body did what it does, what it knows best. So coming back to our topic of people-pleasing, self-abandonment, Reiki for relationships. We started off by gathering your energy from all the places we kind of leave it behind when we're sort of deep in the pattern of people-pleasing and self-abandonment. We can get really distracted by trying to control what people think. So our mind is often occupied by wondering what people will think about us, or how we can sort of navigate people's expectations, projections, needs, desires. And there's even, it can be an energy of like, what's the word? I'm catching the word back. Hypervigilance. There can be a lot of anxiety associated with people-pleasing, self-abandonment. So let me do a little energy healing with that as well, so that you get to relax. You've been holding so much you didn't need to hold. And I'm sorry that you got that message when you were younger, that was your responsibility. It is not your responsibility. Ooh, I felt that. I want to cry too. In like a good way. It was never your responsibility. If you feel the urge to ever make any sounds while this is happening, feel free. Especially with people pleasing and self-abandonment, we'll get a lot of blocks around our ability to speak. Speak our truth. Speak what's actually true for us. When we want to say, hey, actually, I don't want to do that. Hey, actually, that does not work for me. I don't want to do that. Hey, actually, that does not work for me. And even somatically, when you do a humming sound, it helps to relax the vagus nerve, so I've heard. I don't claim to be an expert on that. But it has a way of relaxing your nervous system. And so this energy that we store up from all the times we didn't speak can come out in different ways, right? It can come out as crying, as tears. It can come out as vocalizing. We can also do different somatic practices like pushing against something. You're kind of using your muscles. Moving, dancing, moving your hips, which can store a lot of energy, trauma. If you feel like doing some movement now, I definitely invite you to do that. If it feels good to you, all of this is just an invitation. Sometimes just relaxing and receiving is all we need in that movement. I just kind of follow the energy. I don't just kind of, I follow the energy. People pleasing can also show up in our language, how we qualify what we're saying. I'm just doing something. Don't mind me. Ooh, oh, I felt that. Okay, now we are being invited to take up space. You can do this energetically. Thank you. Me too. So start taking up space right now. You can do this physically. I know, I try to like back up so you can see what I'm doing. I'm stretching out. You can do this mentally by repeating certain affirmations like, I'm allowed to be here. I'm allowed to take up space. Why, thank you. You can do it energetically by bringing your awareness to your body, but then also imagining as though your energy is filling the entire room or space around you. You can even do this simply with your breath. By just for a moment taking a breath larger and deeper into your body than you have for the whole entire day. Don't force it, but just invite your body and your lungs to take up a little space. Breathe in that amazing oxygen to all of your cells. Doesn't that feel good to take up some more space? When we find ourselves in a pattern of people-pleasing, right? And self-abandonment, we are essentially making ourselves smaller, right? So that's why we did the practice of taking up space. Just because I'm describing it, don't start doing it. Just describing what can occur. And so I was just bringing that up because sometimes, stretch back out. I know I brought it up. Because our breathing can get really shallow, right? Because it actually stresses our system out to be so small. You weren't meant to be so small. And I am allowing myself to take up space even now. Sometimes my body likes to do a gentle stimming motion. We're moving a lot of energy. And it feels good to me. Notice the energy is getting more peaceful. You're relaxing more into you as an expansive being. It's not about perfection. It never was. And it never will be. You don't even have to expand and relax perfectly. That is not even possible. Or it's always possible because you're always doing it perfectly, however you are doing it now. So perhaps you can receive these affirmations. I'm allowed to be exactly as I am. I'm allowed to feel exactly as I feel. I'm allowed to think whatever I think. I'm allowed to do what I desire. I'm allowed to say no without explanation. I'm allowed to say yes with my full chest, with my full body. I'm allowed to say, I need some time. If I need some time. so that I have the ability to tune in to my body, tune into my truth. I'm allowed to care about other people's emotions, but not take them on. I'm allowed to be a loving person that does not save someone else, unless that's what I want to do. I'm allowed to spend the rest of my life learning who I am authentically, freely, and living that out loud. I'm allowed to have hope. I'm allowed to feel how I feel. I'm allowed to be happy. I love it. I am allowed to know what I know. I'm really getting that sense that sometimes you block your own intuition because you don't know what you would do with it. You're used to people pleasing, but if you actually allowed yourself to know what you know, you might not be in those same relationships. Trust you. Trust your body. And know that with this energy healing around people pleasing, or healing people pleasing, and healing from self-abandonment, you can invite yourself to do this and relax into this at your pace and your timing. Yeah. That is exactly what happens. I had my own breaking moment when I literally could no longer do that. I experienced an incredible loss and really woke up to what the pattern had been creating in my life. Oof. I do not wish that upon anyone. And that's why I invite you to receive this energy healing, because Reiki can be fiery and it can also be gentle. And so I invite you with this healing around people pleasing to receive it in a manner that is gentle and easy on your nervous system. There will be times where you need courage, when you have to face a conflict. And I know that that is really hard, and that's really scary. Yeah. That it does. I'm very grateful for what happened, even though it was painful. It invited me to my courage, essentially. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of power in awareness and our ability to acknowledge to our own self first. one of the things that I did at the very beginning, or like somewhat at the beginning of my own journey to sovereignty, to really showing up for myself, was I began first with acknowledging to myself what was true, even though, for a time, it was still really hard for me to actually say it with my own voice to the other person. I stopped denying it within myself. If something didn't work for me, I allowed myself to feel it. I allowed myself to get angry. I allowed myself to be honest with myself and actually say to myself, wow, that does not work for me. Hey, actually that was rude of that person. Yeah, it's painful. It's very painful. And I know this is, how do I want to say this? What's really required is that we step into our power. Because there is an element of this that we are tolerating. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're receiving this. There's a lot of heartbreak in people-pleasing and self-abandonment. We get into this pattern because our heart was broken, often because... Welcome. I just saw another Reiki person. Yay, that always makes me happy. I'm so sorry, I know I get a little distracted sometimes. The neurodivergent comes out. Yes. Value yourself more. Set boundaries. Yeah. So there is a heart wound quite often with those of us that have gotten into this pattern, this coping mechanism, people-pleasing and self-abandonment. And I want to tell you something. I had this realization that really helped change things for me. Especially around this phrase that people throw around that never quite landed for me and kind of actually made me angry. They would say this phrase and they would say, it was not your fault, but it's your responsibility. Ugh. I'm like, okay. I do understand and appreciate what the heart is behind that phrase. But I'm going to tell you what actually helped me. Because, especially people pleasers and those who deal with self-abandonment, we think we're responsible for everyone else and everybody's emotions and all the things, and we're trying to and now you're telling me that I'm also responsible to heal the broken part of my heart. It's not really broken. It feels broken. It was very painful. When I'm showing up for everyone else and they're not showing up for me, right? Okay, you understand. When we had to grow up very young, yes, thank you. And so I thought about this because I was like, yeah, that is not fair. And it's okay for me to really acknowledge that and to be like, no, that's not fair. But I'll tell you what really landed for me. And I was like, I'm not going to take on this idea of responsibility because I'm actually letting go of the idea of being responsible for everyone and everything. So instead of responsibility, what really landed for me was, it is my deep and utter honor to love myself the way I should have been loved. Woof. It is my deep and utter honor to show up for myself the way no one has shown up for me. Yeah. It is my deep and utter honor to be everything I've desired to be, to let go of everywhere I took on the responsibility that was never mine to take on for other people. I love the encouragement going on in the chat. Yay. Thank you for showing up for each other. You see, there's always more here available to us than we thought. And right now, you are being held by this energy healing. You are being held by the entire universe. You are being held by everything that orchestrated that you are here now. So it's time that we allow ourselves to have a different reality. We are no longer the ones that had to show up for everyone else, but never received that same kindness, that same care, that same love, that same attunement. I bet you got really good at being super attuned. And if the word reparent doesn't land with you because maybe the parenting you experienced wasn't great, you can use whatever word works for you. I think sometimes that phrase like parenting, because parenting does legitimately involve responsibility, it can still kind of have that flavor, you know? I think you deserve more than just being someone's responsibility. I don't know about you, but I kind of got the message on occasion from at least one of my parents that like they showed up because, well, they had to. It was their job. But I was never quite sure if they really wanted to. But what really helped to heal that, for me, I know, I'm sorry, I get a little distracted. You know what? I'm not sorry. I thank you for being here. There it is, was taking up my own space, was really claiming that I am cared for, was really kind of handing back all of that energetically to its source. So, yeah, let's do that. So anywhere where we pick this up, and we're not necessarily blaming this on our parents or anything. This has probably been a long line of people who experienced unhealed trauma and repeated patterns which does not absolve them of what they specifically did to you. But we can also send this part of our energy healing all the way back. And how we do this is, let's gather some of that energy, that heartbreak. You don't have to carry this anymore. And it's okay, yeah. It's all right. However you're feeling, it's totally fine. We're gonna gather that now. And I'll say this, whatever percentage you would like to return to sender, you can release now. We will return to sender with consciousness. Because you, my friends, who are here in this live, do not have to carry that anymore. If it feels a little wobbly, it's totally okay. You're just sort of like integrating into a new energetic space. So maybe know that we don't even have to save each other in the chat. We know that our journey with these things is perfect for us. Now coming back to a gentler space. I know that this can bring up a lot of energy. Maybe for a moment, just allow your body and mind to relax into this moment of receiving. This moment of being cared for. I may do more specifically on this because I know there's a lot to unpack. But know that you did something really powerful today. As we come, not yet, okay, not quite yet. I was going to say to a close, but not yet. But I do invite you to maybe gently soften your gaze just for a few moments. Bring your awareness back to you, back to this moment within yourself. Maybe closing your eyes if that feels good to do so. And just allow yourself to receive. Sometimes we'll move back into our head as a way to not receive. Maybe we're not used to this energy of actually receiving. So just for this moment, instead of moving into your head, allow your awareness to drop down into your body. One way you can do that is just by noticing your breath. Noticing what it feels like in your body as your chest gently rises and falls. Or even the feeling of the air moving into your body and out. It's okay. It's okay. I know. And almost as if you were gently falling backwards onto the softest bed you've ever felt. Allow yourself to fall back into relaxation. To receiving. Some of you may feel it a little bit in your sacral. It's okay. You're allowing yourself to be safe with receiving. Knowing that it's not my energy, right? This person you don't know. This is universal life force energy. It's only ever here for you. Yeah. Ooh. That's so beautiful. Ooh, sorry, TikTok. There it goes. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, you're receiving. That's beautiful. I may or may not do a little vocalizing. It's like I kind of feel it coming up, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. It's so beautiful, I might even cry. So know that, even though I'm going to come to a close with my part in a moment, this energy may still run for a little while for you. You're welcome. Thank you also for being here. So yeah, gently, softly. I am a bit of a singer. Comes out sometimes. Meg.